Final entry, August 29th, 2016.
October 12, 1997, Los Angeles. I needed to come back to the States. It wasn't impossible to sneak contraband through customs, but I wasn't willing to risk what I found in the Congo falling into the wrong hands. Instead, I traveled to Mexico aboard a cargo ship bound for the port of Altamira. From there, I made my way to Tijuana and I bunkered down. I had tangible proof of extraterrestrial life in my possession, but no idea what to do with it. I'm not a scientist. I did a soldier's duty and secured valuable intel. This was out of my pay grade. I kept an eye on the news. Los Angeles was having a record-breaking heat wave and a gang war on the streets. It was perfect. I could feel it in my bones. I'd been tracking them for so long, I could think like them. I could smell the prey. I could see the hunting ground. I had to get to LA. Crossing back into the States from Tijuana wasn't that difficult, but by the time that I'd reached the city, it was already over. Like Valverde, the OWLF only found crumbs. What I'd hoped might be an alien ship turned out to be only a launching site. I wanted it too much, and I got sloppy. I breached the OWLF's quarantine and was captured. I'd hoped to be bailed out by Agent Keys, but he died. With Keys gone, the OWLF was leaderless and disorganized. I was interrogated, but I negotiated my release by bartering the alien materials that I'd recovered from the Congo. During the negotiations, it was clear how little they knew. They needed someone who understood the threat, so I offered to work with the OWLF as a consulting advisor. They had the funding, the technology that I needed to continue my hunt. I wouldn't work for them, but I would work with them. There will be a weapon that I can use to hunt down these predators as they move to fresh ground. It's only a matter of time until they see us as a real threat. When the prey can fight back, it's no longer a hunt. It is war. March 3rd, 2008. We've gotten good at killing predators. Every time we find one, we come back with more tech, more research, and the OWLF's funding goes up. Together, we have gotten stronger and more efficient. For a time, the aliens were surprisingly predictable. They had no idea that we knew so much about them. But that began to change. They sent better hunters every time. They're beginning to see us as a threat. Or we've become a more worthy prize. Maybe both. We know this because our last encounter was special. We weren't certain if they had any gender to speak of, but that changed when we came into contact with the female. She was smarter and deadlier. She didn't fuck around like the males did. She was direct, ruthless, and skilled. I was in Laos when we first came into contact with her. It was Valverde all over again. Her ambush wiped out my entire team. Only this time, she got me. In a small village, I lost track of her, just long enough for her to pin me with a razor net. Pinned against the wall, razors cutting into my face. I've been fighting for so long, I was ready to die. I should be dead. Instead of making the kill, she cloaked and vanished into the jungle. The net relaxed, and I escaped with my life. and a scar to remember her by. She spared me, only me, like she knew who I was. I returned to the exfil, my first failed mission in a long time. Are we going about this wrong? I mean, we've learned so much, but in doing so, have we made ourselves a bigger target? I can't stop thinking about something Napoleon said. You must not fight too often with one enemy, or you will teach them all your art of war. I started this believing that we were learning how to hunt them, or maybe she let me live to just be hunted another day. We were teaching them how to hunt us. January 13th, 2019. I knew that the Predator's deployment to Earth would make it impossible to keep all of this a secret. Sooner or later, there would be another player on the board. I'd hoped that it would be another agency, one that understood and respected the threat. Project Stargazer. Our initial intelligence on Stargazer was that they were capable, funded, but inexperienced. But they were smart. They took the OWLF's funding and got it shut down. Everyone we could identify in their group was a disavowed member of another agency, including the OWLF. Lacking strong leadership and a clear directive, they were sloppy and arrogant. They were aware of the Predator's threat, and while they had many of the pieces, they struggled to see the bigger picture. Stargazer was so far behind that we didn't see them as a threat until the event in Mexico. The recovered Predator escape pod was an extraordinary find for Stargazer, but the death toll was a heavy price to pay for taking a Predator captive. My task force has many directives, but one of the most primary is we do not take captives. Retrieve technology, corpses, and other intelligence. But there's no value in a live Predator, only liability. The enemy does not want peace. The enemy does not negotiate. Its only drive on Earth is to hunt. What we might learn from a captive Predator would never be worth the risk to our people. Stargazer didn't learn from their mistakes, and the technology they've recovered has only made them cocky. When the government cut ties to the agency, it should have shuttered their project permanently, but they only shifted their goals. Guerrilla factions and private military companies are being contracted by Stargazer to set out bases and equipment in locations that we have identified as ideal hunting grounds. We believe that the former intelligence project is setting itself up to be a fully independent dealer of otherworldly arms. This is the worst-case scenario. Hostile forces will use those weapons on their enemies, and they will use them on us. All the while, the true enemy stalks us unseen. It's a distraction mankind can't afford. Stargazer will have to be dealt with.
I want you to know I appreciate your cooperation here today. We're going to be chewing on your testimony for months.
Sure.
But now to the part that, frankly, I am really excited to hear about. How did you pilot an alien spacecraft back to Earth? And just to be clear, there are like 9 engineers with their ears pressed against that door. So, be specific.
Before he left, Royce unlocked and readied both ships using the computer on his armor. I don't know if he could have done more, or if he just didn't care to. But he responded to me as though I were one of the hunters. Everything was in their language.
Well, how did you decipher their system?
We're trained in naval navigation, so some things made sense out of practicality. Others I figured out through trial and error. Time was difficult to judge there, but I slept several times as I worked it out. It's funny how simple it must be for them. So many controls had images and holograms. I don't think the hunters are very smart.
What do you mean?
We saw so many of them. Big ones, man-sized ones, but all hunters. There were no mechanics or techs. No one ever performed maintenance. If something broke, they abandon it. I think it all works for them, but they don't know how it works.
Would you fuck off? That's been a running theory of ours. Please, continue.
I found a planetary directory and just spent hours going through it until I found Earth. I grabbed my supplies and started pushing buttons in the directory until the ship rumbled, and then I sat down and prayed. I don't know how long I was on the ship. Long enough to go through my food, but not long enough to starve to death. It was quiet. I spent my time sleeping, soundly for the first time, I don't know how long. I woke up once and there was Earth, huge and blue. The ship wanted a landing zone, but I couldn't read the locations, so I chose at random.
Sounds like you got lucky.
I guess.
Well, that about covers it. I just want to say, you've been through a horrible ordeal, but the OWLF thanks you for your assistance.
Good.
If you want to be of any more help, there are interested parties who are impressed with how you handled yourself. People who could use your unique skills to continue the fight.
I'm ready to go home. I'm not interested in working for America.
They're not strictly American. Let's say they're an international response team. Here's my card. That number there is my personal cell number, should you change your mind.
I'll think about it. Goodbye, Agent Keyes.
Predators showing up more often, Stargazers begun to get their hands on some extremely valuable pieces of tech. Most likely they're researching hybrid weaponry to sell on the black market. We need to get in there and take back everything they've found. That way our eggheads can keep building prototypes, and Stargazer doesn't start selling alien weaponry to the highest bidder. Location to you now, fire team.
Tough guy. Contact. How many of these guys are there? Contact marked. That's all of it.
There's a good chance alerts will start going out when they detect us in the area. Place a few signal cameras to block any outgoing signals. We have a cruise in the area. Be on alert. I'm reading the flatline. Keep it together, Voodoo. Look for any information on where they're holding this Predator tech.
I'm out! Reloading! Shit! I tripped something. Keep me covered! Shit, I just ghosted us.
Seems like we're pulling the right thread. I'm seeing a special lock crate nearby. You put the correct sequence to engage the lock.
Just tripped a motion detector. Shut up! You ain't got time to believe. Keep me covered! Ah! Huh? Flashbang! Reloading! Cover me!
Of course! Stargazer and their fucking time lock.
Shit, motherfucker! We're gonna try and start a countdown! How many of these guys are there? Landon, hit back up! Get as far away as you can!
Five team members down! Stick to the mission! Guerrilla forces have established a communications outpost in the area. Standard op. Eliminate the guerrilla threat, destroy their communications capabilities, and set up our own surveillance package. Keep your eyes open and an ear to the ground. It's these simple ones that go south fast. to a recent train accident, locals are incapable of resuming the trade of commodities. Specifically, a tanker of crude oil is ready to ship once the wreckage is cleared. Unfortunately, guerrilla soldiers have secured the area. We're allocating extra choppers to lift the tanker out of the train yard. This is something of a humanitarian mission, so let's make it count.
Getting mudded up.
Voodoo 1, this is Zeus. Make your way to the train yard.
I hope this is mud. Easy.
All camps in the area are on high alert. Intruders have been spotted in the vicinity. Before any further sightings, grab those keys. Hopefully they go to the foreman's office.
Reloading! Check it.
Check it!
Check the foreman's office and confirm we have the right tanker. It'd be a damn shame to grab the wrong one.
Reloading!
Oh, come on, man. Just keep doing what you're doing.
Oh, fuck. This mission's got a lot more complicated. Stay frosty, fire team.
There! Eat this!
We're as sure as we can be, so I'm sending coordinates to the tanker. Plan a transponder to guide in the choppers. Choppers inbound. Voodoo 1, stand by.
Weapon try! Reloading!
I'm
Contact
out!
down.
Reloading!
Target eliminated! I hope that means it's hurt. Reloading! Cover me!
Send it in back up!
Enemy down!
PM enemy spotted! Target eliminated!
Open. I see you.
Weapon strike! Reloading! Nuts coming this way!
Changing
Tango
mags!
down!
Hook up the lines from the choppers to the tank. Get this off of me! Sure. We have a second train on standby just on the other side of the wreck. Keep there. If you have time, pray the choppers can lift that thing. nudge so it locks up to the engine.
Reinforcements are on the way!
Marking a reinforcement location on your map.
Join us back! Yeah! Eat shit, motherfucker! This is it! Fucking book it!
A member of Stargazer's leadership has moved into the open, which gives us an opportunity to take him out. While the intel's solid, we're not sure exactly where this guy is. We're equipping you with an AI-driven voice modulator that should be able to fake a voice sampled from their radio chatter. Once you flush him out, take him down and retrieve his security token. Then access their operational database and purge him from the records. We don't just want him dead, we want him to disappear. 1, this is Zeus. There's a camp in the area that acts as a distribution hub for all Stargazer communications. That's where we'll begin. Move out. Find a radio and set the voice modulator next to it. Then just let the AI do its work. The AI is sampling voices as they broadcast, so it's gonna take time. Make sure no one interrupts the process.
Target eliminated.
Think I've bagged my limit today. Think we've been nailed.
Gorilla AO.
Send it in backup! Hostiles have been confirmed in the area. All hands and keep your comms open.
Contact eliminated.
I've got radios lighting up. They're gonna be looking for you, fire team.
Enemy down. Private contact.
Alarm received. Send it in backup. Alarm just sounded. Get ready for heavy resistance.
Ease.
77% accurate. That'll have to do. Find an official communications terminal so we can transmit the fake message.
Think I've bagged my limit.
He's taking the bait. We've got his location. Sending coordinates now.
Changing mags.
Voodoo, stick to your mission. You wouldn't believe me if I told you what's out there. I'm reading the flat line. Keep it together, Voodoo.
I got you now.
That's our man. Take him out and grab his security token.
Contact marked. That's a lot. Weapon struck. Target eliminated. Reloading.
Go to the terminal and enter the passcode from the token. Then wipe them from the system. Looks like you missed a check-in. You got patrols inbound, fire team. I've got help waiting for you, fire team. Marking the access point.
Enemy down.
Reinforcements are on the way.
Changing mags.
Fire team members down. Stick to the mission.
Reloading. Cover me.
Cover me! Moving to alarm!
I just had that, asshole.
Engaging hostile.
Requesting emergency backup at my position.
And now, getting a ton of radio chatter. They know you're there.
Weapon dry. Reloading. Easy. Tough guy. This should do it.
It's go time, motherfucker!
I'm hearing some weird noises.
I got you now.
Big boy spotted. I think that's all of them.
Brought a little extra fun for everybody.
That's the last of it. 0% trace. Rendezvous at the exfil and prepare for the chopper.
Mission complete. Get to the chopper. This better work.
I'm reading the flat line. Keep it together, Voodoo. Hang tight, fire team. Heading to you now. Hostiles are attempting to escape. Stop them now! Sending in back up!
Swapping back.
How many of these guys are there?
Members down! Stick to the mission! I'm reading the flat line. Keep it together, Voodoo. Voodoo, get out of here! Make it quick!